8 hidden secrets you never noticed about famous paintings. Do you think only people can keep secrets? Not so fast. Paintings and other works of art can do that too. Many of these messages are often political, moral, or based on religious allegories, and artists couldn't find another way to express them and not being punished. Sometimes artists use their imagination and hit playful images, jokes, and even riddles in their paintings. Some of them have already been found by the keen eye of the specialists. Others, however, remain hidden. Smart is the New Sexy presents 10 hidden secrets you never noticed about famous paintings. 8. Leonardo da Vinci, The Last Supper. Are you a fan of Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code? Well, then you know how many secrets this beautiful painting had been hiding for decades, until the famous author cracked them all. Or did he? Let's put hidden mathematical and astrological codes aside and talk about the structure of the painting. Along with all of the codes, Leonardo seems to have left us some music too. That's right, you can actually listen to the music of The Last Supper. Giovanni Maria Palla, a very attentive Italian computer technician, discovered a hidden musical message in the painting and claimed that the music sounds almost like a requiem. Da Vinci purposely composed the painting to resemble a musical score. The hands of Christ and the apostles, along with the loaves of bread on the table, form some sort of musical notation. 7. Michelangelo, The Separation of Light from Darkness, The Sistine Chapel. No, not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but a famous artistic genius, sculptor, and architect. You all heard that the creation of Adam looks very much like the human brain, and you know what? There's more of his works that show Michelangelo's interest in this subject. A study published in the May 2010 issue of the Scientific Journal of Neurosurgery claims to have found evidence of hidden anatomical diagrams of the brain amongst the paintings in the Vatican's Sistine Chapel. In The Separation of Light from Darkness, you can see a precise depiction of the human spinal cord and brainstem leading up to the center of God's chest and forming his throat. Did Michelangelo think that God actually lives inside the human brain? Or is it just a visual representation of his own beliefs? 6. Vincent van Gogh, Cafe Terrace at Night. Very beautiful painting with bright, vibrant colors depicts a very simple moment. People enjoying their drinks at the terrace of a lit cafe in the town of Arles in France. However, many people believe that there's more to this painting than just a simple night scene. Van Gogh was the son of a Protestant minister and was a very religious man. There are exactly 12 people sitting at the cafe tables. All of them are centered around one tall figure in white clothes. There are several crosses hidden in the painting. Do all these signs remind you of some other painting? The Last Supper, maybe? Ha! We thought so. It can't just be a mere coincidence. 5. Pieter Bruegel the Elder, Netherlandish Proverbs. This painting doesn't seem to literally hide anything, but if you look closely at it, you'll see why it has such a weird title. Netherlandish Proverbs. At first glance, it looks like a complete mess. Well, actually, it looks exactly what a life in a village is. People minding their business, busy with work, playing, or taking care of kids, banging their heads against the wall. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. However, in the whole scene, researchers managed to identify around 112 proverbs that were or are still in use, such as swimming against the tide, the big fish eats the little fish, banging one's head against the brick wall, and armed to the teeth. Can you find more? Tell us about them in the comments. 4. Caravaggio Bacchus. Bacchus, one of the most famous paintings by Caravaggio made in 1595, looks rather ordinary. The Roman god is casually drinking wine, and it looks like he's about to invite us to join him for a drink. But a group of experts managed to see something peculiar inside the wine jug. A miniature self-portrait of the artist. How did they do that? What? We can't see anything in there. They used a non-destructive technique which uses infrared light to see beneath the painted surface. It's called reflectography. The portrait, which appears in the reflection of light on the surface of the wine, shows him at a young age, with dark curly hair, holding a painting brush and working at an easel. It's not like no one knew about this little detail, but it has become darker and darker over the years. 3. Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa. Show us someone who hasn't seen this masterpiece. We'll throw him right into the Louvre Museum. Ha! We believe that this woman is probably the most famous one in the artist's world. She is believed to be Lisa Gherardini of Florence, the wife of a silk merchant. In 2017, French scientist Pascal Cotte announced that there's a hidden image of a completely different woman beneath the world's most famous portrait. He spent more than 10 years analyzing the data from the examinations of the painting. Cotte thinks the original Mona Lisa shows a different Florentine woman of the time named Pacifica Brandano. Plus, he said that the original woman doesn't look directly at the painter. Many people seem to be skeptical about his find, but the evidence that he presented made some of them change their beliefs. 2. Hans Holbein, The Ambassadors. Just look at these big, mighty men from the times of Tudor England. Just like other paintings from our list, this painting evokes a lot of questions too. First of all, why do these ambassadors care to be portrayed next to some curious scientific instruments? Second, one of those curious objects is one of the earliest known representations of a globe of the world. Third, why is there the extraordinary depiction of a human skull rendered in an extreme perspective at the base of the main image? Oh, wait, didn't you notice it? What if we turn the painting this way? The anamorphic skull's proportions are distorted so that it can only be seen in normal perspective from an especially sharp angle. We believe that it's some kind of memento mori moment. It's not just a painting of some ambassadors as it seemed to be at first glance. Spooky! 1. Tivadar Chondvari Kostka, the Old Fisherman. Tivadar Chondvari Kostka, who thought to have been an undiagnosed schizophrenic, created a well-known painting that depicts an old fisherman. Well, at least at first glance. The man's face is somewhat jarring and unsymmetrical, but most of the fishermen are tired and not very handsome. Let's take a mirror and place it to the center of the fisherman's face. Whoa! There's an old man with gray hair. He's holding hands in prayer. The background is light sky and blue sea. On the other side, if we turn the mirror, there's the devil, or at least someone that could be confused with the devil. He has dark clothes, pointy hat, and his facial expressions aren't kind. And the background seems to be very eerie, especially compared to the previous picture. It's not the fisherman at all. Maybe Tivadar wanted to remind us all that there are both the devil and the good man hiding in us. What do you think about the painting? By the way, do you know more secrets that can be found in famous paintings? Tell us what you know in the comments below the video, and don't forget to share what you've just learned from this video with your friends.